I am the Red Cyclone! Ah!
Hello, welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better Ride Square podcast. I'm your host, Louis Beans, and I'm here with Mark with the mic.
Hello.
Yes, sir, yes, sir. This week, we've got a few things to talk about. I'm playing Dead Cells, and Mark is playing Yakuza Kiwami 2, which just came out.
No, I got it early.
Oh, yeah,
comes out Tuesday.
Yeah, it comes out Tuesday. Damn, you right.
I broke.
So he is ahead of the curve. Not playing the Japanese version, he's playing the American version.
Yes, and my trophies don't show up until Tuesday.
That's awesome.
Nice. Yeah, a lot of crazy things going on in the gaming world, and if you're a streamer, I'm trying to build up my stream, and you're building up your YouTube and stuff like that. The whole thing with Amazon. That's one thing we were just talking about. So.
There's a big blow.
So you go with the Twitch thing, and I have the explanation for the 20%.
Okay, so there's two consumer level changes that are going on with Amazon in regards to Twitch. There are no longer, well, as of October 15th, you will no longer be able to get ad-free viewing on Twitch Prime, and that's a huge reason for why a lot of people who use their subs for that, because Amazon, I don't remember how long ago it was, Amazon made it so that if you have a Amazon Prime subscription, you will also get a Twitch subscription. And it was a subscription to Twitch Prime, and that one had a ton of perks, and one of them was ad-free viewing, and so that was a lot of money for the person that you subscribe to. It also was just in general, like reading a lot of different people's likes for the service. They were saying it was causing them to not even use the ad block on Twitch. Like, then people know that's a big problem.
Yeah.
No matter what website you are, is people using ad block to block your ads, and you don't get revenue. And they're starting to come up with technology to try to fight that, but it's slow and blah blah blah. But also just people don't like intrusive ads. So that was alleviating the problem. They were getting their money and people weren't seeing ads. Now that this is gone, people are in an uproar, and justifiably so, because I don't believe there was a long forewarning. This is the 25th. This happened, I want to say 2 days ago.
Yeah.
No, the 20th. So this happened 5 days ago. 2 months is not really enough time to be like, hey guys, the thing that you mainly signed up for this for, we're getting rid of. So I have no idea why this is so drastic, but that's what it is. And what they want you to do to on your end fix that problem is subscribe to Twitch Turbo, which is a completely different service on Twitch, which is not a subscription in the same way it was with the Twitch Prime.
Yeah.
But it does give you ad-free viewing. The reason why people like Prime over Turbo was because you did get a gift subscription, so that also helped the person that you were watching, because you got to give away a 1 month, and typically at the end of the 1 month, the person decides whether or not they want to stay. But again, that helps you or anybody as a streamer.
Yeah.
And so people not using that and not getting the gift subscription the way you did from Twitch Prime is also going to hurt the streamers themselves. So this is not looking like a good thing in any way, shape, or form. So
it's not looking good for them. And then there's also new ones coming out. Like you have the one Xbox that does exclusively on their system. I forgot the name of it. But anyway, there's a couple other streaming areas. The same thing with YouTube. YouTube has the video game streams as well. So a lot of people are going to go to a different place to stream if they're not going to make the revenue that they usually do.
Yeah, that's a bit. It's apparently it's a bigger problem if you live out of country. What some people had explained was because of the way Amazon works out of America, it's useless to them because they get better deals on sites from their home countries.
Okay.
So what they're saying is really, really going to impact the foreign viewers of Twitch because Twitch is an American company, Twitch is an American service. So players out in Japan who stream, there were some people from I think they said Switzerland, and Germany, and so these people do not have a use for Amazon. So what will happen is the majority of those people will cut their Prime subscriptions because they were only getting Prime for that reason.
Yeah.
Not for the actual buying of products. So that's a big revenue lost right there. I don't understand again the reasoning behind this. They haven't made clear yet.
That's crazy. And then also with the Prime membership, you're losing the 20% off discount on games, which is the only reason why I pretty much did Prime. Like Prime, the only things I'd use for it's pretty much the 2-day shipping.
Yeah,
free 2-day shipping, and then that I really don't use the video service, so there's a chance that I may cancel it.
Okay.
But the 20% off games, new games, it goes on a collector's edition. It actually stopped. They stopped it with the collector's editions. I started like last year.
Okay.
And they kept going with 20% games. I could see why, knowing that I ran a GameStop, I ran a video game store and shit like that. I know the percentages of what you get off of brand new games and brand new products, and it's not that much.
All right.
I think a company sees 5% revenue off of brand new games.
Understood.
It's like 5 or 10%. I think it's 10%, but it could be wrong. It could be 5. But like, say for instance, consoles, they don't make money off consoles at all. The consoles is 100. It pretty much goes right back to the company. So that's the reason why like GameStop and places always try to have you buy bundles. The reason why they buy the bundles is they're making the extra money off the accessories and the software because they make a bigger percentage of the software.
Got you.
Yeah, so it's I think it's similar in that state, and it's going to a point that one GameStop is doing really poorly, and that matters. So they could do this move, and it won't affect them. And then 2, because even Best Buy is stopping theirs as well, their game plan. Which if you did have the game plan, they're still going to provide the 2-year service that you paid for, but until after that 2 years, you can't not renew.
Gotcha.
And
wait, you said you had some information about why they might be doing this
for Best Buy.
Either one, do you?
All right. So for Best Buy, I know for a fact is the fact that again, I think it goes to the point of what GameStop is doing.
Okay.
And then GameStop is not doing good. So the fact that it is a money loss if they do the 20% off, they do lose money out of it because again, like I said, I think they get like about 10% profit. It's like 10 to be exact. It's 10 to 15% depending on the company.
Okay, cool.
So, them giving you a 20% discount on a 15% profit, it's not gonna. It's not helping them at all. It helps me because it saves me money, but it don't help them at all, and I can understand that. But and then also, there's no competition in that sense. So
and the only competition technically was Amazon, and they stopped theirs as well.
Yeah. So they saw that there was a point that they could stop it as well, and they'll still get sales because the other ones did it as well. Because even GameStop stopped their higher reward one. Okay. I think the advanced reward or whatever the fuck it was called. So they had one that was like a $30 for 2 years and shit, and it gave you like 20% off used games. But the only thing is, it only worked on used games, so I didn't really give a fuck about it because again, I don't buy used.
Gotcha.
So the GameStop and Amazon is the one that intrigued me because it is about $10 off your game.
Yeah, That's true.
And it worked, like especially the Best Buy one. Best Buy works on the collector's editions. So me getting the Ric Flair edition, instead of paying $150, I'm paying $129.
Yeah.
So that's $20 right there.
Yep.
So I could see why. I could see the reason why they're doing it. Because again, there's no competition in that sense. So they don't have to bring anyone because they all have the same prices.
Yeah, basically, it's back to square one. What Amazon is saying is that they're allowing certain games to get a $10 credit on pre-orders.
And Best Buy is doing the same thing. So basically, when you pre-order a game, you get $10. You get $10 back when you pick it up.
They made sure to state select games. So it won't be every game.
So it'll probably be the games that like they're sponsoring or some shit like that. Like right now, Best Buy is the new Tomb Raider, Madden, Smash Brothers, Kingdom Hearts, games like that. So they have a big list of games that you get $10 back for.
Okay, understood.
But what I was reading that if you do have the game plan, GameStop is going to give Best Buy is going to give you $10 on each game. Doesn't matter what game it is.
Okay.
So once they lose the 20% off, which doesn't make sense because you're about saving about $10.
Yeah, I mean.
So it's like, okay, all right.
Is it this they don't want the trend, or is it they want to secure the funds with the pre-order?
They probably want to secure the funds with the pre-order, I guess.
Yeah, that's probably like the whole thing about it. It's like we have your money first, so yeah.
But yeah, like they are doing that because when I pre-ordered Fire Pro Wrestling, they gave me a voucher for when I pick it up, I get the $10.
Alright, and we're going to take a little break right here just to remind you to follow us on Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, also on SoundCloud. What we do is we have this podcast, the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. We also have the Wrestling Babble podcast that's hosted by Merc with the Mic, who's a frequent guest on my show, and that should be on Merc with the Mic on SoundCloud. We post those on YouTube as well. So you can check the Merc with the Mic podcast out on his YouTube channel, which is also Merc with the Mic. And also you can catch the It Gets Better I Swear podcast as well as the various other playthroughs on the RedCycloneInc YouTube channel. Thank you. Okay.
But I still get the 20% off on there now.
So yeah, I was saying, you're winning right now.
Yeah, so I still have the 2 years. So I got it this year. I got it before anything happened. So I got 2 years, 20% off. That's fine. But yeah, I can see why. That's a golden point. But then again, I see like digital, like the consoles.
Yeah.
The consoles should be the ones giving the 20% off than the actual.
Yes, there is no discount price on day one games for any. I think, well, this very, very rare.
Yeah.
Well, back a few generations. No, last generation is then you learn that typically what the game being pressed on the disc saves you is like $5.
Yeah.
So, we as consumers never actually see that savings because we still have to pay the exact same price.
Yeah.
We don't get the plastic or the paper, and
exactly.
we will not receive any of the savings, but we will get inundated with constant reminders to pre-order games though, even on digital.
Yeah.
Pre-order. I don't like that.
You know what I hate, and I actually wrote a thing to GameStop on the customer service thing.
Okay.
Why do I get email for the game I just purchased to trade it in?
Really?
I just bought the damn game. Let me fucking play it.
Damn, Dave.
I got into it with I send them letter to them and shit like that, and it was like, as a consumer, it's really annoying. Like, I don't want emails. I refuse to get emails by GameStop. I took them off of my thing and everything like that. And I was like, do not call me, do not email me, do not put anything on my fucking account saying, if I just bought a game, please trade it in. No, I just bought the damn game. Let me fucking play it.
Man, that's some almost you want to say like old school, door to door, super aggressive type of advertising.
Yeah, and they do that. They're known for doing that. Like, it's really bad that GameStop always me working as a manager in GameStop, it was bad. I personally didn't do it, and I used to butt heads with my GM and all that shit all the time but then again, they see my profits in my store and they see my sales in my store. I had the highest sales in the smallest store.
Yeah.
I had the highest sales in the city in the smallest store, so the percentages are different than other ones. They probably make more money, but my percentages in my store with the rent and all that shit made more than I was more profitable.
Gotcha.
And my thing was to tell the customers the truth. If you don't like a game, tell them you don't like the game. Like, don't go guys. You might like this one, you might like that one. They will still purchase it, but they'll trust your word.
Yeah. They'll come to you looking for your recommendation because they believe you.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, if you see a game they have and you see them, those pre-order games that are similar to that, like similar to their interest, they're more likely to take this pre-order than you just saying random games that, oh, we have this pre-order, this, and this, instead of like, say for example, getting Assassin's Creed, right? Mm-hmm. And I was like, you know what, you might like Watch Dogs, is very similar to me from the same company. There's a big chance that you'll pre-order that over if I say, oh, Madden's coming out next a couple of weeks.
Yeah. This is true.
It's all about like, you have to know how to deal with the customers, and that was one thing I always had, is my customer service, especially in my store, was always 100%.
Nice.
All my customers were, but then again, also I knew my clientele was more. It was more houses and stuff like that. It was more residential. It wasn't. It wasn't busy streets. It was residential, so you're always gonna have regulars.
Yeah. Okay, that makes 100% sense.
So, and then I always made sure my guys knew everything. Like, play the games. You could borrow games, play them, and shit like that. Know the products, know the kids' products, know everything, because when they come and ask you like that, especially with kids, parents and kids, they want to know what to get their kid.
Yeah.
If you don't have those similar things, a lot of customers like that, and that's something that it's always about that. But GameStop is always about money.
Yeah,
the way they can make a profit and like that.
The lessons you're listing are basically what I learned in Pokemon, which was like, having worked there, it was of value to know the product.
Yeah.
And they encourage you, so you would know about the cards, about the games, about anything, the media, anything. So. Yeah, it's always better to actually have a first-hand knowledge of what you're trying to sell somebody, and then just go from some, pre-recorded, pre-written thing. So yeah.
My biggest thing in my store when I had it was, your answer is never "I don't know."
Mm-hmm.
Find it out. Look information up. You have your phone. I know for a fact you all use your phone. Look up information.
Mm-hmm.
So. That was something I always had, and that was something that I was always proud of, because every single person that always came to our stores made sure they came to our store.
Yeah, gotcha.
They will go out the way to come to the store.
Go out of the way, yeah. That's true. That's true. That's how it was with the GameStops that I would go to.
Yeah.
I live in Harlem, but I'd rather go to the one that I was used to. That's in Rockefeller. Because I know the guy. And,
Muhammad.
Muhammad, yeah. Because I know the guy, and he's always been knowledgeable and friendly, and it's just like, I'd rather go there.
I was actually really cool with him when I was in the store.
Okay.
He liked me a lot. I worked in his store like twice.
Yeah.
One thing about that store that I always told people, and there's a little secret, is the fact that, like, if you want any collector's editions,
okay,
go to that store. The reason why is the fact they don't care if they get pre-orders in that store. That store is all profit.
Yeah.
They don't pay rent.
Yeah.
So that store is all profit, so they always will get extra shit.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I don't know now. Like, it's been years and now. No, but I know for a fact.
I do know, knowing a few people that actually frequent that store that talk to him, like, they're still doing pretty good.
No, they always
like they were like one of the prime spots, because that's the tourist center.
Yeah, and pretty again, much. It's a non-profit store. The Rockefeller Center pays them to be there.
Yep. So,
So
it's win-win.
yeah. So that's their big thing. That's the one thing that can, like 34th Street, they have to make a certain amount. Every
Okay.
other store has to make certain except for Rockefeller Center.
Hmm.
But yeah, but that's the way it is and shit like that. I still go to the one in Union Square because the manager that there is the one that kind of got me really into GameStop. Is the guy named John. He's been there for a fucking century. Like he's been there since I was a kid. And he runs that store, the big store in Union Square. He used to run the little store in Union Square, and then they moved everyone to the big store. He runs that store.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so I usually just go there, and honestly, I really don't go as much. Like the next thing I have there is the Spider-Man system and the collector's edition, and that's it. I'm not buying anything else.
You're not gonna pre-order the Forgotten Paradise, Fist of the North Star by the Yakuza team?
I'll get it on Best Buy.
Oh shit! All right.
Which where I got the Yakuza 6 collector's edition on Best Buy.
Oh shit!
Just because the damn fucking, I only got that because of the shot glasses.
Have you opened it yet? The actual.
No, I didn't get it in yet. I gotta go pick it up on Friday.
Oh, okay.
Because they actually had to send it.
Okay.
It was actually not in the store. They had to send it there.
Oh, nice.
But it was on sale let's say 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It was on sale. The collector's edition went down to $60, and the regular edition went down to $40. And then plus the 20% off, it came out to $48.
Okay, so you got the collectors for $48. Okay. See, damn it. RIP 20% off.
Yes. But it's a good thing for gamers to get people. But when you do discounts like that, it gets people to buy more. And I think that's very. But then again, lately a lot of people are not buying in stores anymore. They're buying digitally. They're buying things like that. So it's hard to get that business to keep going.
You know what it is? It's because lack of inventive pre-orders. Most of the stuff that you pre-order for is in-game items, or it's something that you just don't really give a shit about.
Yeah, and then also it goes to a point that, like Best Buy, you honestly, if you don't know about it, you really won't learn about it. They don't really have a video game section per se of them trying to sell you games.
Yeah.
You have to know about it in order to fucking do it. Like honestly, they won't even tell you about it on the main desk or anything.
Because it's department store first, basically.
Yeah, unless it's a good worker that's like, oh, you should take advantage of this.
Yeah, this is true.
But no, Best Buy, you really get that.
You know, the way they have a cell phone division, they might benefit from a gaming division.
I've been saying that for many years. I even told dudes that I know at the Union Square one, I was like, why don't you have like a prime gaming division, like people that actually know gaming? Like it's really bad. It's really tough here because honestly, I know what I'm getting, but you know how many people I answer because they see what I know, what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I don't work here.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
And you guys don't know shit. And I was like, like it's really tough, and that's the reason why you probably don't make a profit for games because you guys don't really sell it.
You don't cultivate the community, basically.
And I think that's the big problem. I think that was the big problem with Best Buy. Like, it has a great discount. It has a great things. You get a lot of rewards really fast and all that shit, but they don't sell it.
Gotcha.
Honestly, you gotta find half the time. You gotta find a video game section now. Like usually, like Union Square it's up front and you see it, but there's some stores that you have to go all the way to the back for the video game section and things like that. It's
weird. It's weird for how popular it is. It is weird. For how much money all that stuff, the game stuff makes, it is weird.
Yeah. And that's something I can see why they're doing that.
Yeah.
And then Best Buy, it's honestly with Best Buy with Amazon, it's the delivery sometimes. Like I've gotten games lost in the mail twice because the guy doesn't want to come upstairs.
Yeah, that's the bane of anybody in New York.
So
they get paid to do that.
Exactly, and I can see Amazon getting hit with that as well.
Yeah.
So it's like a back and forth because Amazon's like, oh, but you get mailed to your house, but you can't. So I'm gonna just go to Best Buy and buy it.
Here is my solution for all of this. The big three: Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. They need to make a plan per system that replaces this. maybe not for brand new games, but for games older than say maybe 6 to 8 months, maybe 8 to 12 months.
But I think that's what they do with the Xbox Game Pass.
It's not as
yes now.
It's not as. Here's my thing. It's not as consistent.
Yeah.
Because what you'll get is the most popular games get a sale first, and then it's just nothing. It'll just be like an underperforming game. This like third party you never heard of. And you're like, why is this thing like $2 with my plus? But do I really want to spend my $2? Because nobody bought this. Why the hell would I buy it? And it's a lot of little things like that, and then it's a lot of stuff that's really old.
Yeah,
and I understand that because you don't want to sell brand new games, but you know how fast the cycles are now. Like three. No, here's the funny thing: 4 Yakuza games have come out this year, and it's about to be one more technically because the Fist of the North Star is going to come out in America this year. So technically, there's been 5 Yakuza games. So the cycle of them pumping out of any company today pumping out games, that's Sega, so that's a first party company.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there should be something for the cycle of how fast we get new games. There should be more newer games on sale, not just the old games.
Yeah, and I think that also goes on the company and the company of the game as well. Because you'll have like certain sales, you'll have like directly Ubisoft sales.
You'll have a Ubisoft or Rockstar sale, but I think the solution to that would be more competitive and maybe just make it better for us is if it was just the 3 companies really went hard on like a specific timeline for the bonuses. It's like, okay, we give you this bonus now. This game has been out for this amount of months. Now it'll light up with a little plus symbol, and then you can get these bonuses. Like they should be more upfront about like the time for, because the only thing you really get updates for in regards to sales of that thing are when's the next big PSN sale, when's the next big Microsoft sale.
Yeah, and then also their games in the month,
or which ones are free.
Yeah.
Or which one? Well, for Microsoft, which ones have just been added to the backwards compatibility list?
Yeah.
And like, I know it's a great service, but to be honest, like, it's not catching the world on fire. PS View. No. And what's the other one that lets you try the game? Is that the one with the game? That's not the PS View is their streaming service, right?
Yeah.
The one for the games that lets you play the older games, which PlayStation Now. That one, again, not setting the world on fire. And I think, because I looked through the catalog, it's decent. But if you want to say, I subscribe to that for a great library, you look at that shit, it's nowhere near how many PS2 games they have.
The only thing I recommend that for is, like, say for instance you just bought a system and you spent all your money on that, and you want to play some games and you only have like $10.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the only thing I'll say. And then also you need a gold membership, and you also need the Prime membership, the Plus membership to use it.
So you got to spend all that money anyway.
You know, with all these memberships, honestly, what they should do is fucking give us a discount on the games on digital.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just do it. Yeah, I agree.
Because if you encourage us to buy digitally, you will get more sales on digital, and you're pocketing the money, not any other third party.
Yeah, 100%.
So me buying a Xbox Gold membership or a freaking PS Plus or the Nintendo Switch one coming soon, which Nintendo at least giving you the NES games. They're giving you a couple of NES games for free.
I still say at this point that entire library should rotate in and out.
Yeah,
it should not all be accessible at once, but every few weeks or something, it should rotate.
Like, if Smash is coming out, bring out the best of Mario and Zelda and shit.
But I'm just saying, like, you know how many games they were for Nintendo? There's a lot.
Oh,
like
Nintendo
they had a huge library, and it's just like they have to say on most of that, you know. So yeah, I don't understand. Even if the games aren't that good, it's just like they deserve to be archived in history. They were on your platform. Yeah. So, you know, like that's the only thing I wish. I wish a lot of these because I don't know which companies have the rights tied up in games and they can't come out and stuff anymore. Because I know some companies don't exist. Like I forgot if it was Taito or Hudson. One of them doesn't. I think they came. Well, they came back, but yes, they did die.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that's a perfect example. Actually, is when a company goes away and potentially could come back. That's another whole other set of problems. But my whole thing is, there's so many games that just disappear and are never on any streaming service. They're never on any digital service. Like I have a ton of good games that have never ever been released on PSN, and I'm just sitting there like, why? And I can't fathom for the life of me. Like most of them are Square games, and they have a great relationship with Square Enix. I just can't understand why they just don't put a majority of the games that they made there. I don't know. That bugs me.
I agree with that, and it goes to show like it's also the companies themselves. Like, why don't you give us a break on games? The companies themselves are like, oh, we do this and like that. We don't make enough money to make a profit. But the systems that you're on, they should be help you pay for that.
Yeah, exactly. All the digital sales, they're the things that should be bringing in the money that you're not making with the game sales. It's like,
so yes,
$10 here, $5 here, $20 here, and that's people like, you know, me who don't buy as many games, but they'll buy an older game that they may have missed, or they'll buy something that they missed for a different reason, as in nostalgia reasons.
Yeah.
So I'll be quick to buy you show me like an old PS1 game that I have, so I don't have to put the disc in the damn system or whatever, you know, because they don't work in that system.
Yeah.
So instead of me having to go fire up the PS3 to play a PS1 game because I don't want to find my PS1, how about you just put that entire library accessible? You know, I'm a Plus member. Rotate the games out. That's it. That's your solution.
Yeah.
I don't get it. And I would pay for them. So it's just like they're missing tons of opportunities for money.
Or give us a reason why to keep having a membership. Like seriously, you're paying $60 a year.
They gatekeep fucking multiplayer. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
And the only reason they get money from me is for that reason and the free games. That's about it. But like, the discounts are starting to be less and less worth it.
Yeah.
Because they're not, like I said, they're only the really popular games, and then they'll be like this shit you never heard of. And it's just like, there's tons of games in between that never get discounts.
Yeah, and it takes like 4 years for exclusive to get fucking discount. Like, at least get the free one. Like, look at Infamous Second Son. It was like one of the first games on the system.
And it came out free super recent.
A couple months ago.
Yeah.
A couple months ago. Yeah, it all goes to that too, because like again, the stores are going crazy. The fact that again, a lot of the physical is losing traction because of the digital, and you want me to buy digital, so encourage me, give me discounts to buy digital.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But not just a sale of the game. Give me a discount and reason why to buy it off of you guys. That I can get a statue outside.
Dude, you know how big the secondhand market on digital games would be if they would get off if all these companies would get off their asses and curate their back catalogs and stop being cheap.
Yeah.
Just, you know, put them up there. Like the rights for a lot of these games are not gone because they put them in like anything from like PS3 era, there's no rights dispute.
Yeah.
That's too recent.
Yeah.
So I still don't understand. Like, there's just so much missing. There's a lot from Xbox era that's missing. A lot from Nintendo is the worst offender. I don't give a shit what anybody says. They have so many of their own games that they don't put on a streaming service, on a download service.
No, they're basically trying to make money. They're trying to make money.
They'd rather sell you Mario every time you buy a new system. It's like, God damn, I bought this game 5 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, so that's the thing I'm getting tired of.
Sega does that shit all the time too.
But they don't have a system. That's the thing.
They don't have a system, but you know how many times I bought Sonic the Hedgehog?
Yes. But you know what? At least they went through the trouble of making it on a disc, and they put like 20 other games on there you might want to play at the same time. Nintendo will only sell you one game or the series. They will not sell you 20 other games.
Yeah.
At the same time, because they know they can nickel and dime you and make you pay $5 a piece.
Yep.
Or What? They're not $5. They're more than $5, right? For Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's insane.
They're $5 to $7 depending on. Well, supposedly their streaming service.
Okay.
Their internet service is supposed to give you some NES games for free.
If it's less than 10, I call bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. If it's less than 10, I call bullshit.
So the first one I saw was Mario 3.
Not bad. I mean, why are all three the first three?
I don't know. I just saw Mario 3. But then again, I saw the original Mario Brothers arcade edition on the Switch market for $7.
Now, yeah, I must say, let me ask you a question about your purchasing preferences. Would you pay $7 for Mario Brothers?
No.
Exactly. Who the fuck would for Mario Brothers? Not Super, just Mario Brothers.
No.
Nobody wants that. If I wanted it, I would play the version that's in Super Mario Brothers 3. And then, even then, I would press start on player 2 and just beat Luigi up over and over again. So, I have my ways of getting around that. I don't understand. I don't understand that. Anyway, I am enjoying the hell out of Dead Cells. I didn't know exactly what it was until I played it. Like the structure of you could watch somebody play it, but you don't know how it feels until you actually play it.
Yeah,
and it's good. It's good, dude. Like I recommend it, but I say this, I recommend it for this game is a game there's no real end because it's a roguelike. So it's basically a run game. Yeah. It's basically do better than you did the last time.
Okay.
But the fact that this has the procedurally generated map, it breaks up the monotony, but it also makes it harder because when you plan a route, it's not going to be the same route.
Okay.
And then your starting weapons, you can't really plan that out because they're randomized to some extent. There's a whole bunch of factors that aren't in your control.
Okay.
But the more you play the game and unlock stuff, the more you put it in your favor. And that just adds to the replayability, which is like, I'm trying to get through the game. So you'll start setting goals for yourself. Like, okay, I can't beat the boss, but now my goal is to get up to his level, the area right before it, and find a weapon where I can maybe beat him.
Yeah.
And then so slightly every time you play, you're going to die, but you're pushing past where you were last time.
So you keep dying, but you get a little better.
It's flipping that whole Dark Souls type of thing on its head, where where most people think, oh, you just keep dying so you get it right.
Well, No, I was trying to think of the wording. It was like you're not gonna beat the game, but you're gonna get better every time.
Yeah, you're gonna get better. Yep, true story. But then here goes the thing that makes it even more fun is you set yourself up. You know what you're gonna do, right? You have it in your head which way you're gonna go, which general direction you're gonna go to the boss, right? And then the generic enemies just frustrate you and they fuck you up and they end your run. And remember, when you die, you start back from the beginning of the game.
Yeah.
So that's the real challenge because it's never the game's not built in a way where it's so long to get to each boss that it's like you're sitting there playing for half a day. It's just, oh yeah, you can get to the boss in like 15 minutes. It's just, are you gonna die? It's just, that's the whole thing. It literally becomes, okay, you know where you gotta go. It's not gonna take you all day to do it, but are you gonna die? And then that's the challenge of the game. It starts to become, are you gonna die? And that's really fun. So I recommend anybody who likes roguelikes. I recommend anybody who likes Castlevania, Metroidvania styles. Not the original, the more map exploration type.
Like Super.
No, like Super. I'm thinking when you said Super, the one that flashed in my head was Super Castlevania. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I forgot about Super Metroid.
They all were Super around to Nintendo.
I know. They're so lazy.
Because it's Super
64. Everything 64. Man, for real, they went up to the Wii with that bullshit.
Yeah.
There were games called blah 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 Wii.
Yep.
So There was no Wii U
And then
games.
Wii U. Yeah, they did.
Wait, what? What?
Smash Brothers U.
Oh shit! All right.
Mario Kart Wii U.
What? And everything now, does it have a Switch name?
Super Mario Brothers U.
What's the Switch game? Is it that's called
No.
Switch? There's no Switch game.
Well, Switch 1, 2, 3. That's it, and that's not even Nintendo.
No, so that all right. They beat the curse.
Yes.
Until Mario.
Yeah.
Wait, Mario Kart Switch is not called Mario Kart 8. Is not called Mario Kart Switch, is it? The one that's on
Mario Kart 8 is just a remake of Mario Kart.
But they didn't call it that, did they?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It's Mario Kart 8.
All right. Cool. All right. They broke the curse.
Yes, and then Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, that's completely different.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah, the game is great. It's just really addictive, dude. Like trying to get the correct weapon combination. Because the thing I was telling you is that it also has elements of Diablo.
Okay.
But more recently, like Diablo 3, where there's like really pronounced like spell effects and weapon effects and armor effects. Like I said, there's a modifier for weapons where sometimes when you kill an enemy, a fucking flesh-eating worm bursts out of the body and will help you kill everything else. It's fucking weird. I mean, because of the art style, it doesn't look disgusting.
Yeah.
But it's just weird. Then you'll have some where like sometimes you'll have kunai, which normally make enemies bleed, and the special effect will be also this kunai leaves a trail of flame when you throw it. So you'll throw it across the ground, and the entire path on the way to the enemy has now lit up on fire. So anything that's in the way or steps in the path of that is just going to get caught on fire. And it's just like that's ridiculous. And there's way more than the two that I just said. So like the combinations for the weapons and armor and I think it's the brace you wear, something you wear around your neck, your collar, your prisoner collar. So like they have a slot for that. They have permanent upgrades, which are like you interact with certain things in the environment, like vines. I think there's one to wall jump. I think there might be a high jump. I'm not sure. A super jump. Like there's a few. But those are permanent. And see, that's the thing that you use to build upon your run. Yeah. So you get the permanent upgrades, which technically make you a stronger character because now you can, go a different way than you could before, or you could some new traversal element, right?
Yeah.
And that basically makes it easier or helps you get through faster. So it's just all that stuff adding up. Is like, damn, all right, I like it. I like it a lot. And it's $24 on PSN. Not that expensive. I thought it was $40.
Same price on the Switch.
So yeah, 24, not that bad. There's a lot of competition now.
Yeah.
Salt and Sanctuary is out there. There's another game, Dead something. I forget, but that's like direct competition. So yeah, it's becoming a super crowded field. And then there's Bloodstain in a matter of that's also news that happened very recently. Bloodstain got delayed until next year.
Yes.
I think it's because they knew it was a crowded field.
Yeah.
They knew Dead Cells was kicking ass and everybody was giving it 9s and 10s. And there's like 3 other very good games in that genre coming out. And it's like, nah, let's not do that. So you know what? Good on them. Wait till next year.
Another game got what was the other game that got delayed? Spyro, the collection.
That's not bad. I mean, listen, if they're gonna put the work in like they did with Crash, go ahead, delay it.
I have never played a Spyro game.
No, they're actually very simple and fun.
Yeah, I might pick it up because I never played it. Like I never played a Spyro the Dragon game. I probably played the demo. Remember when the magazine used to have the demos?
Oh boy, yes I do.
Yes,
Ape Escape. That's. Go ahead.
I think that's what I played. So that's another one that got delayed.
Okay, they need to make an Ape Escape remake. Let's do it.
Escape remake.
Where you at, Sony? That's yours. That's first party. Ape Escape.
They were in Metal Gear.
I know. Let's put that one too. Snake versus Monkey. That's what it was. Snake versus Monkey. Yeah, that's actually in the HD collection.
Yeah.
So they know. No, that was a Konami, but it was a PS exclusive. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit, Konami. Fuck. Well, there goes that idea.
Yeah. I just saw news right now. For WWE 2K19, Pete Dunne and Tyler Bates just got announced. They have the entrances online, so check them out.
Awesome.
Yes,
Probably
the
two
Cruiserweight.
of the best wrestlers there now.
The Cruiserweight could be the WWE champion.
All right. I mean, well, you don't have to worry about making him beat up Brock Lesnar.
I'm gonna make him beat up Brock Lesnar.
Oh shit! Never mind.
Punch him in the mouth.
Oh man.
Yeah. I did a video just mixing some of the SNES mini games, and I put them all on one video on YouTube. I played a little Castlevania, a little Contra 3, a little Mario RPG, which I never played either.
Really? Okay.
Another game I never played, so I'm gonna try to do a full playthrough of Mario RPG.
Nice.
And I played some Ghosts and Goblins and whatever else was on the mini. So I'll probably do more videos. I'll probably start our RPG one because I'd never played it, so it would be new to me. And now I'm playing Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Yep. And even though he broke Street Date, there's pretty much we know what the game is. The Japanese version. The Japanese version has been out for a good minute, so
yeah, I saw through. You know what? It's funny is that when I went to pick this game up, I picked this up in JNL.
Okay.
Which
did they give you any problems? They charge you an arm and a leg?
No.
Nice.
You know what? I still know. I know that one guy that he's like. I think he has Parkinson.
Okay, the one who's been there for a good long time.
He's been there forever since I was a kid. Like he knew me since I was a kid.
Yeah,
to this day, he does not charge me tax on the game.
Nice.
As I pay in cash, he won't charge me tax on games. So I got it for $50. It was $50. That was the regular price. That was the retail price. They did have Yakuza 3 like for the Japanese version. They did have it. But can you play Japanese games on the field?
Yeah, the games aren't. It's up to the developer. So those games are region free.
But they don't have English subtitles, or do they?
No, dude. That as far as I know, no.
No, so I won't get it because I don't understand.
No. I wouldn't recommend that.
Yes.
Because we know, like 2/3 of the game is fucking text.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's text while cool stuff is happening, but still, it's still text.
And there's some things that you need to know what the fuck they're saying, like the photo shoot.
Yeah, it's not just yes and no answers. Sometimes there's weird stuff. Like I peacocked your mom, which I think is in that game. It's too.
I said it. Yes. That was like the beginning.
Oh shit, man.
I said it to the dude. I peacocked your mom. So there was a couple. All right. So I'm playing Kiwami 2. I'm at chapter 5 or going on 6. I just met Majima. He took over Purgatory.
Yeah. He has a hard hat on, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And he's trying to get him to take over the Tojo clan because he thinks I say Kairu thinks he's a strong fight. He's probably the craziest motherfucker, but he trusts him to take him down, and they help each other out. So they have a cool with each other, but they still want to just fight each other.
Mm-hmm. So they do it down there.
Yeah. So he took over the Purgatory, which is cool, which is pretty funny too. Mm-hmm. And then so there was like 2 really weird fucking missions already.
Okay.
There was one that this dude wanted to take pictures of you, and he brings you upstairs, and there's a guy in a banana hammock that wants to take pictures of you. He's like shaking his butt around and taking pictures. Is he named
Mr. Libido?
No,
he's that guy from part 1, that bald guy.
No, it's not him. No, he's brolic. He's like naked Zangief kind of thing. Like he has a banana hammock, and he comes out with the banana hammock and take pictures of you and shit.
Wow.
And then there's another guy that's on top of the Purgatory little casino they built in the city.
Okay.
That he's on the 4th floor, and he's a big, brawly wrestling guy with underwear, and he just wants to fight you. And then after he fights you, he asks you to get him food because he's hungry now, and then he fights you again. It's I'm digging the gameplay because again, you told me that this is pretty much what 6 feels like. I've never played 6, and I'm not gonna play 6 until I finish the other ones. So, I'm digging the gameplay and how it feels. It took getting used to because I'm used to how Zero and Kiwami was. Like, it stops for the fight. But I see why they did it, because there's very little load time for the fight to happen.
Yes.
And you only have one style, and then you develop that one style.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'm fine with. Like, I was like, all right. Like, I was like, in the last couple of games, I usually stuck to one, but I'll use the others here and there. But there was always one that I would dominantly use.
That's more of a return to what it used to be.
Okay.
So he used to have only one style. I think they gave him like an extra style at the end of the game, and that was it. So,
but I'm thinking how the leveling up. Again, I'm happy that it's not money. It's with the level, you get points for each fight, and you get different points for each category, and you raise them by the price of what they are. So you'll have like a red, blue, and green. You have to get the precise points, and then you develop it. I like the fact that they have crowd interactions, because one came out of the blue and it made, oh my god, I laughed so hard that he kicked the dude into the girl's tits.
Yeah.
And then she headbutt him. I was like,
headbutt him. Yep. Yes. Yeah. I put that shit up on YouTube. That
oh
shit
my
had me
god.
rolling.
That came out of nowhere. I did not expect that, and I laughed so hard. I was like, what? No, this is going to be...
Like, they've gotten so good with those.
That was hilarious. Oh my god, I laughed so hard. And then the pliers is so mean, because he ripped out teeth.
Yeah. The other one, there's another one. He grabs them by he was an older special with the pliers, but he would grab them by the nose. That shit was really, oof.
So I'm really digging the gameplay. I'm digging the way the city looks, and it looks more lively, but it looks like a shit show in the daytime. It looks great at night.
Mm-hmm.
I like the fact that the 2 cities are in the game and not just the one.
Okay.
So you have the city that Majima was in 0.
Okay, cool.
So you have both those cities and stuff like that. Majima somewhat has a story. I haven't got to when they actually telling his story yet.
Yeah.
But I know he has a separate story they added to this game.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was something added for this game.
Is he playable?
I think so.
Oh shit! See, I did not know that.
Like I was telling you, with the blind chick. The blind chick is back in the city, and it's a side story. It's pretty much like it's printed on the back of the game.
Oh, wow, nice.
So they added that to the game. So this is going to be the sad part when you told me that the 3, 4, and 5 is going to be like just a remastered. But I'm like, damn, if I'm really digging how this is and shit like that, I really hope I would like to adding additional stuff to the other games, even though I've never played them.
No, they're fully featured games. So the stuff the stuff they might change is like the save anywhere, and things like that. But no, those are fully featured games. So the thing I want to say about those is they're closer to 0.
Yeah.
So you probably like how they feel in the combat, because it's more similar to what you're used to. Yeah.
One thing, this is one thing, but then again, I understand that also, because it wasn't 3, 4, and 5 on PS4, on PS3.
Yes, I think 5 might have been digital only,
but they're all on PS3.
All
right?
on PS3. Yeah.
So that I could understand that, because the game itself is not like it's not going to amaze you with graphics.
Mm-hmm.
It has some, like, this one looks more like realistic than the last two, like the facial features and all. It's kind of ridiculous.
Not for nothing, I think the reason is probably done so well. I think Yakuza 2 was like the most popular one.
Okay.
Since 0. Like, since 0 came out and wowed everybody.
Yeah.
I think Yakuza, like, no lie, I was just looking at some of the stuff that was going on, looking for articles to talk about the Amazon stuff. Yeah. I saw something about not IGN. There was another reviewer that reviewed it recently for a big publication, and they were like, Yakuza is like the best game, one of the best games ever made. Like, so Kiwami 2 is getting high praise already. Yeah,
I saw the review. I think IGN gave it an 8. But I really am digging it. I'm digging the storyline already. It's getting me really interested in it. That the dude, you fight the blonde dude.
Oh yeah, I know.
And they've been,
that's part of why that game is so popular because like he's like the perfect protagonist. Like he's not the main bad guy, but he keeps staying around long enough to be like a true showdown between him.
He's a focal point of. He's like the bad guy focal.
And you know what? You've seen him before. You've seen him before. He's the kid. He's the badass kid that you see in Yakuza 0. Like he's fighting grown men.
Oh,
he's the blonde kid. Like he's a big ass teenager.
Okay.
He's like as big as Kiryu back then, and like that when you first meet him, he's already whipping ass. So yeah.
Okay, I remember him then.
Yep.
So I've been doing a lot of the side stories recently, trying to finish the side stories of both those games. So I've been revisiting. I just finished that mission.
Yeah, like I've been waiting a long time for them to finally get to his game.
Yeah,
because Yakuza 2 was the first game I played, the first one of the series I played.
Okay. So this one, yeah, I'm really digging it. I'm loving the way the nightlife looks. Virtua Fighter 2 is in it. You should play the arcade version of Virtua Fighter 2. This was the one that had it. And then you also have the Virtual On, which I love. I love Virtual On.
Which one? The first one or the second?
It's the arcade one. I guess it would be the one from Saturn.
Whoa, it's the older one. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It would be one from Saturn because Virtua Fighter 2 is from Saturn as well.
Yeah. But I know Ontario Campground came out in the arcade before it came on Dreamcast. So.
Yeah, and then the other thing I hate the fucking UFO machines in this game.
They're different?
Is more the fact that if you're playing, well, it's realistic, I guess. Because if you're playing in the one that's in the middle or against a wall, it won't give you the side view.
Oh, I understand.
So you have to guess the leverage. And then if you play in the end, you can see the side view of it.
Okay, gotcha.
So they kind of bet realistic in that. It has a pee game.
A pee? As in urinate?
It's a pee game, yeah. That you go to the bathroom and you gotta challenge someone and squirt water on them and shit. And you using your bladder to do it.
That's hilarious.
I was like, what?
So is that an underground game or is that like in a fucking?
It's in the Sega thing. You talk to a guy in front of the Sega thing. He's like, "Oh, you want to try this new game?" He'll ask you for money, and usually you will say no to give him money. But I was like, you know what, fuck it, I have the money. I gave him the money, and he was like, "Oh, go to the bathroom." And I was like, "Oh, he's gonna try to jump me in the bathroom." That's what I thought. He's gonna try to fuck me up in the bathroom. And then it was like, "Oh, ready to play." And then you sit, you go to work, pee. And then your pee is pretty much controlling the game.
Wow, that's amazing. That's too much, man. I never even heard about that.
I guess it was added to this game.
That was not in the original game, but
so I guess it was added.
But like, I didn't hear anybody mention that at all.
Wow. Yeah, that came out of the blue. The girl in the boob, and then that just came out of nowhere. Wow, and then the banana hammocks. There's too many banana hammocks in there.
I see there's a S&M dude that's at the Purgatory. I guess maybe he shows up later.
Yeah.
And the only thing I saw was he was standing next to the registration booth, and he just says, "Do you want to be my friend?" He was just like, "What the fuck? What's that about?"
And then you have the Clan Wars that they added to this game.
Yeah, that's from 6 with the New Japan wrestlers and all those. New Japan,
Marshall Chono is in it.
Chono, yeah.
And then you have that. Then you also have the restaurant thing again. They added back into this.
Missed opportunity not putting Ultimo Dragon. I'm just saying.
Well, yeah. Or at least his real name, Asahi.
It does true. Or his likeness.
Yeah.
A bootleg Ultimo Dragon.
Because he looks like a Yakuza. If you see how he dresses outside of wrestling, he looks like
that's a stylish man.
Yeah. Jericho was talking about that with him.
No. That's what put me onto it. I heard that, and then I went to his Instagram, and now I follow his Instagram. So
it's Ultimo Dragon. Yeah, you see his arm is all fucking like mad thin.
Got you.
He don't have feeling in his arm. He had.
So they never fixed it.
He fixed it, but he doesn't have feeling in it.
Oh, so he can't. Ooh, that's bad.
He still wrestles too, and that motherfucker's great. He's like, "How you do it then?" And I'm like, "Just do it."
He does it by memory. Damn.
Yeah, but I think it's also the fact that the guys he works with too. Like I guess he'll pick people that he knows he'll trust too.
Yeah, Ultimo Dragon is not working with some unknown dude.
But yeah, they added the clan wars. They added that the hosting thing
Okay.
that's in this game as well. And then they also have the bouncer that you just go around. It's kind of like it reminded me of Tekken Force mode
Mm-hmm.
that you run around and fight a bunch of people, and you go to another part, you fight a bunch of people and shit like that. It kind of reminded me of that.
Okay. But that's what you're supposed to be a bouncer of who? Of what club?
Of that, the one that you go downstairs. I forgot the name of it. That's where you.
The one with the guys? Come on, Stardust or no?
No, it's the one that you fight in. I think is in Kiwami. You fight Majima on the dance floor.
Oh yes. I understand.
The one near the Sega Club.
Yeah, the one in the square.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they have a bouncer game in there too, and then also they have the fight club that I just unlocked.
Is any of those the special Majima? Did they bring that back or no?
For now, no, because he's teaming up. He's kind of teaming up with you. He's kind of like the main character for the clan wars.
Okay, cool.
Because they're trying to get his construction site.
Yeah. That's his whole thing. That's why he wears the hat. Yeah.
So that's his side of things. So that's his part. I guess that's his story in that sense. I'm loving the game though. I'm digging it a lot. A lot of the same things, but one thing I'm happy they added, and this is such a small thing, but I feel 0 and 1 needed it. It's the damn waypoint.
Yeah.
You can mark your own waypoint.
Yeah, it does help.
And one thing I also in this game that's actually pretty cool, because if you unlock the perk early, you could find all the sub stories.
Oh, really?
Well, like the sub stories you can unlock at that time.
At that time? Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So there's a perk that you get, and they'll mark all the sub stories.
Cool.
If they haven't been touched yet, they're white, and if they're in progress, they're blue.
Nice. Okay.
And I think that was actually really great because I'm doing the sub stories between the missions.
The way to unlock that is that from the clown?
The clown? I haven't even seen the clown in this game.
Oh, really? Okay. He's probably somewhere, but I guess he's not in his usual spot.
Nah, I actually looked for him. I looked for him in the old spots that he were in, and he was not there. And then I looked for it in Kiwami, and he's not there. Like I have not seen him yet. So
I've seen him in 1, but I haven't played 2, so I don't know.
I haven't seen him in 2 yet. I've seen him in 1. He's in the corner where where the bar is at your home.
Yes.
He's on that corner. I checked there. He's not there because there was a submission around there. I have not seen him yet, so he's probably around. I haven't seen him.
He's probably somewhere else. Like he does have spots where he's posted up and like he used to be in the temple in 0. Remember?
Yeah. And then he was in a temple. He was in 2 different temples, though. In different cities and shit.
In the different cities, yeah. So maybe he'll pop up maybe late game, or maybe they made him a new game plus type of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, but he's all because I have not seen him at all. But a lot of the things you can add, like the health and things like that, you add on your perks. But a lot of like one thing also like the key indicator, you don't have to have it as an item.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, there's things that you don't have to add as an item. You can read books and it gives you skills.
Okay.
So those are new things they added. And then when you beat certain people, they'll give you a book and you read it. You learn moves off of it.
That's. I think that was in the first. I think that was in 2. I think that's how they did it in 2.
Okay.
Because they changed it. Okay. I think 3 was he used to see some shit happen on the street. And then he would pick up his cell phone real quick and then start typing furiously like a madman. And then he would go, got it. And then he would learn a new heat move. Yeah. So they kept changing it for like almost every game. So I guess
was kind of like in 0 too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that type of learning thing with him, they keep changing it. So now it's a book thing. Do they show him like reading the book furiously like a crazy person or no?
Nah, you just.
Oh, it's just an item. You open it up and look at it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they changed the menus, like the restaurants and the menus and how you can eat. Now you actually have a stomach meter.
You see the meter, yes.
Yeah, so you see how much food you can eat and digest, and little by little you can unlock like
the cool thing about the way they did food post 6, and so in Kiwami as well, is they let the meals become worth something again.
Yeah.
Because they give you points.
Yes.
So it's like after you do the thing where you've eaten everywhere, in the old games, it's like, well, there's no reason to eat here again. Or rather, you will only go to the place that has the meal that fills you up the fullest.
Yeah.
But now the way it's structured, you could still keep going to any place you happen to be near, and the food will attribute to the different stats. So it's like, oh, it makes sense to eat anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So I'm digging that. There's no pool in, there's some missing games that I'm a little sad about.
Mm-hmm.
They actually got really good at the pool, and it's not in this. The kart racer is not in this.
Really? Maybe some of the things they might show up later.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff might show up.
Well, like I went to the area where it was at, and
no, because okay, here's the thing, because it was not really a spoiler. It's a totally different game. Because in 6, they structured a lot of that stuff differently. Because the kart race is in 6, but for the first, I want to say 3 chapters, you can't.
Okay,
he's not there because you actually have to go through an event with the guy to see him on the street. So.
Is he mad old now?
In 6, yeah, but in 2, he won't be mad old.
I know, because he was kind of old in Kiwami.
Yeah, which doesn't make sense. Because it's not that long of a time. It's like, what is it, 15 years, right?
Yeah, it was. Well, he was already older in 0.
No, but the way he looked like he was ready to be like an old man. Because when you see him in 6, he is an old man.
Because in 0, I think he was like 19, 20.
Yeah, so he's about the same age as you.
And then Kiwami, yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, I think that's the plot point in 6. So yeah, I think he's the same age as you, and he looks way worse than you. He looks way worse than you in 6.
Cairo, yeah, he don't age.
No, not really. No, not really. No, actually, no.
His hair gets a little lighter. That's about it. Like,
yeah, he starts to get Mr. Fantastic, but even that stops.
Yeah,
that's pretty funny. So yeah, just hold on. There might be some more mini games, like late game, that show up.
And then I saw some of the new ones, like the photography one.
Is that like to replace the one with the cards / the girl fights?
Yeah,
it is. Okay. Is it the same girls?
Actually, no, I don't think so. It's actually a live video of a girl you're taking pictures of.
Oh man, you gotta play 6 then. You literally sit there and chat with a cam girl.
Yeah,
and you have to be Kiryu on typing on the keyboard. It's funny.
So this one is pretty much you gotta be Kiryu talking to her to pose.
Yeah.
And you gotta connect the sentences together to her to be happy, and you take a picture.
Yeah, okay. That's it's an evolution of that game. Okay. So what, at the end, do you unlock a photo shoot? Like, is this like 2 minutes of him taking pictures uninterrupted or anything?
No, the photo shoot is a live girl. It's the live girl.
So the whole thing is taking place as you're typing?
Talking to you, yeah.
And
you gotta pick the so it reminds me of the phone, the
phone game.
The dating game, and then it reminds me of that and the dates in Kiwami. It reminds me of like a combination of the two.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's not bad. All right.
Duggan, I'm really digging this game. I'm gonna do more. I was trying to post videos of it, but Sega didn't let me. So.
Really? Oh man, I guess they don't like a certain length because they don't get you on the clips, but
yeah,
I guess they don't want them videos.
Well,
because it's not. I forgot. Of this game, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got like another few days.
Yeah, so I haven't posted anything yet. I did the demo, and I think they allowed me with that.
The demo. You're right.
That was fine. I was like, yeah, whatever.
Cool. All right, cool. I'm glad you're enjoying the game.
Yeah, I'm really digging it. Actually, the last time I talked about it, like I was talking on the video, I gave you the credit of me introducing you to this game.
Nice. Yeah, man.
But I'm really digging it. I'm really loving the game a lot. Like, I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Nice. Another satisfied customer.
Yeah.
In the world of the Yakuza series.
I actually just wanted to support. I actually kind of want to get the old copies just to have as a collection.
Mm-hmm.
Video Games New York actually has new copies of Yakuza.
Really? Which one?
PS2, the PS2, first and second.
First and
second,
second.
and all three PS3 versions.
Nice. Yeah, if you see 5, the Japanese one, get that because that's just worth something. Because there's no, as far as I know, there's no physical American 5. That was at the low point, I think.
I know this is not a wrestling cast, but they did announce they showed the women's UK title.
Okay, I did see something about that. So does that mean they're gonna have that televised on a special or something?
It's gonna be on the UK show, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is their UK? The women's starting a UK tournament.
Starting from scratch. Like, so it ended already, is what they're saying?
No, they just showed it. I think it's recording now.
Okay, cool.
But it looks pretty much like the UK title, just with a white back.
All right, that's not bad.
And it says NXT instead of the WWE.
Oh. Okay.
That's cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That's not bad. I'll keep an eye out for that, definitely.
Last but not least, don't play Mega Man X 6, 7, and 8.
Oh no! Say it ain't so.
You know what? 6 wasn't that bad.
And 6 was you said 6 was still 2D, right?
Yeah, 6 wasn't compared to 7 and 8. 6 wasn't bad.
Okay, how about compared to 5?
5 was just I felt 5 was really easy.
Well, I mean 6 compared to 5.
I thought the only thing I did not like in 6 and 5 is the collecting of the rescuing people.
Okay.
I really hated that.
So that's the thing where you have to go back and forth?
Yeah, it's going back and forth, and you go into when you go through the state, like they were very like you had to do a lot of backtracking in those games.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
And that really annoyed me. And then
so 6 kept the tradition?
Yeah. Mega Man is a simple game. Just keep it simple. You don't need to go to add all these shits to it.
Well, then you would never have Mega Man X7. Keep it simple. Fuck that. We got to go to 3D. So wait, so tell me, how bad is
it? It's fucking terrible. Voice acting is terrible.
Yeah, I remember that.
The camera gets really annoying and gets in your way. Axel's such a terrible character. Zero is kind of annoying too. I only enjoyed the Mega Man parts because it was Mega Man and he was the best of the worst. The villains weren't creative. The story was dumb. The bosses were dumb. It was bad. And then X8 just added more stuff to it.
Ah, man. Damn. I mean, but we did all know when they made that those were the dark spots.
Yeah.
On the whole thing. And they didn't say anything. And I'm surprised nobody else brought it up. Like, why did you even put them on here? But they're there.
Well, and they're like, it is the X series, so please play.
They're in their glory, if you will call it that. So
you know what's funny? I actually, because one Nintendo lies about their fucking top games.
Okay.
Mega Man X1 collection, the first disc, outsold like 3 times more than the set part 2.
It makes sense.
And I was like, no, I know why.
100% of sense.
Oh man, that
nobody
X1
wants this bad game.
To me, X1 is the best one.
See, remember that's why I asked you if it was possible to buy it like that, or which one is the better deal? Because I know the first half of that collection is solid. You know, it's solid. The second half is just
Yeah.
I think personally they should have just chopped those 2 off.
Yeah.
It's just left it as an unlockable if you want to.
Yeah.
So you don't have to look at it.
Oh
man.
It made me mad. It really did.
So
it's really bad.
Did you get to play as Axel?
I hated Axel. I really.
See, I don't remember Axel, but I remember Axel's design.
Yeah, the 2 guns. If you see Gunvolt, it's very similar to what Axel looked like.
Like, I think that the only good that came out of the character Axel is that the evolution of Mega Man ZX and stuff kind of followed that path, because that's the one that has a little gun.
Yeah.
But it's in the 2D, pixel side-scrolling mode, and it's actually a good game. So, it doesn't have to deal with all that bad PS2 era 3D BS.
Yeah.
Because as much as I like that era, there's a lot of bad stuff because they were still figuring out 3D, and like specifically like the camera placement and movement. And then Mega Man's got moving platforms and all types of just weird verticality, and it's not good in that game.
I think if they would have kept it 2D with a 3D model, it would have played better.
So how many? Well, let me ask you, what percent of the game is like that? Is there any part of the game that's like that, or is it just all 3D?
Stages are like side-scrolling, but it goes into a 3D stage, and it sucks.
Okay, all right.
And then the boss battles are big 3D shit, and it sucks.
It's man. Yeah. Is the music at least good?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's not a highlight. It's not Mega Man X1.
It's not enough to make you play a bad game.
Yeah. And then X4, yeah, it had bad voice acting, but if you played Rockman X4, it's great.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you should play it. Rockman X4.
Okay. All right. So now that you've gone from front to back, number one
X1
is X1. Okay. Cool.
X4 number 2.
And
X3,
worst one is what? 7 or 8?
8.
8 is worse? Okay.
8 is worse than 7 because 8 they just did everything worse.
Okay. All right.
And then it's 1, 4, and then 2.
All right, cool.
And then 3.
Nice.
And then I'll say 6, 5, 7, 8.
All right.
6 was a bit more enjoyable than 7 and 5.
Okay. Cool. Did you like the boss weapons, the bosses themselves? What was the deciding factor between 5 and 6?
I think the bosses were more interesting. They looked better. But even 5 and 6, their bosses weren't that great. I guess it was just more the feel of the gameplay, and it was just Mega Man with the Zero blade.
Oh, that's what 6 is? X6 is?
Yeah.
Okay.
You unlock Zero eventually, and you could play Zero. It's just that I like Mega Man with the blade, and I just use Mega Man.
Okay. Understood. Is he broken? Is Zero broken when you unlock him?
No, it's just like some of the bosses are just I'll say he's kind of the hard mode.
Oh, really? Because usually it's the opposite.
Yeah,
okay.
I'll say he's more harder to use. The fact that most of the villains you had to go up close to fight.
Gotcha. Cool.
And stuff like that. I think X4 was the only one I actually liked playing Zero.
Yeah, well, he was way better than Mega Man in that game.
Exactly.
Okay.
Unless you unlock all the pieces, and the pieces are cool.
Yeah.
And then the additional suits, where they make you find 2 suits, and you only mainly use one extra suit. You only use one of the suits.
Really?
They'll have one stage for you to use that other suit, and the rest, you don't need that suit at all.
Oh man, that was back when Mega Man was like Batman. He had a suit for everything. Yo, man, I got that Arctic Batman. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so
you gonna wear that?
I don't know.
Hell freezes over. It only happens once. All right. Well, so that's it for this week.
Yeah. Right. Next week I'll have some Fire Pro Wrestling gameplay, which I'll probably talk more on the Wrestling Babble about.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll talk a little bit on it too for the video game. And the following week I have the big Spider-Man reveal.
Ah, nice.
So I got the Spider-Man PS4 Pro and the Collector's Edition coming, and then I will be doing that full game playthrough.
Awesome.
I'll see if I I have 2 days off, I'll probably do like a 24-hour stream and just play.
Nice. Can't wait to see it.
Take breaks.
Oh, yeah, exactly. All right. Well, there goes the show mascot Scott Steiner coming to wrap us up.
Yep.
Unfortunately. So thank you for listening. Make sure to follow us on all our social media. We have Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. We got Instagram, SoundCloud. We even have a WordPress. And always make sure to follow us on RedCycloneInc on YouTube. And you can catch these and all of our playthroughs. Also, Mike with the Mic.
Yes.
All of those same platforms.
Yes.
Spelled how they are. RedCycloneInc and Mike with the Mic. All across all those platforms. Same name. So no excuses. Go follow, like, all that stuff. And stay tuned. I just finished the Tenchu Fatal Shadows playthrough. So the last video just went up.
Yeah, all the links are on our Facebook page.
Yes. Yeah. And gonna be putting up the rest of the Phantasy Star Universe playthrough. Oh no, I haven't. I've been doing two at a time, two of each at a time. So I haven't played in a little bit. So we're gonna go back to that. And
yeah. All right, that's good.
Be sad the whole time. We have to listen to them talk.
Stupid.
Woo! There's a cutscene you gotta see from like the last video where they do like the Matrix. They literally steal like the scene when Neo is training with Morpheus.
Yeah.
Like the karate scene. There's a whole ripoff of that.
I'll watch it. I've been meaning to watch the last. I watched I think the first 3 of the Phantasy Star. So I'm still catching up.
So it gets worse. I mean, the game gets more fun as you unlock more stuff, but Lordy Jesus, the story and the cutscenes progressively it ain't good. I mean, strangely, Ambition of the Illuminous on PS2, which buddy let me borrow. That game is amazing and also addictive. It's they have everything right, and the one thing I think that you miss out on is the just frame attacks, because they let it do. It gives a whole new reason to play, because you have to time the attacks just right to get a bonus and stuff.
Yeah,
and critical hits and stuff, and it's like that's actually pretty cool. That was something that the game, not only say dangerously, like desperately needed from the get-go, because and PSO you can really just mash the button.
Yeah.
You don't have to time anything. Like, as long as you're stopping the enemies from hitting you, that's all that counts. So that's not a good way to have a gameplay. But anyway, thank you for listening. Make sure you come back next week, and peace out. And don't forget sandwiches.
Yep. And sandwiches.
Tasty. Toasted.
Yep. Peace.
Tie them up and hang it from the ceiling. Just saying. You ever seen a sandwich suspended from a ceiling fan? Me neither. But I'd like to see it and just watch the stuffing just come out. Until it's just 2 pieces of bread hanging by a string dangling from a fucking ceiling. All right, listen, I went too far with that. Don't make a mess with your sandwich. Eat the sandwich. Just don't let Dinky touch it, because he takes it too far.
He'll eat your hand.
He'll probably eat it. He will tie you up to the ceiling fan with the sandwich. Watch your guts fall. All right, listen. All right. He's not a cannibal. He's a good man. Peace out, y'all.
Liz.